So guys, my headphones broke. It's a very sad story. I don't know what exactly happened. I literally found them like this on my desk. I assume it was one of my kids, but the culprit is not entirely clear. Like, we don't know who did it, but you can see the earpiece has come straight off. I had this pair of headphones before. I think it's the Sony V55 or something. I'll link the review when I bought those originally down in the description. Now they broke and it was time to buy and try something new, a different pair of headphones, and I went, upon recommendation from my friends, for the HyperX Cloud 2 gaming headset. I didn't want to spend that much money, I didn't want to buy like a 200-pound headset. So this came recommended. Apparently it's a great headset, they use great parts. Apparently it has like a premium USB sound card, so presumably the same as my microphone that I'm using right now, the Blue Yeti. It is registered as a separate sound card, but we'll find out when we hook it up. Virtual 7.1 surround sound, advanced noise cancellation mic. So that was kind of a selling point for me once I saw the product. That is a detachable mic. Let me see, it's somewhere on here, isn't it? Yes, right here on the back you can see it. The mic can be detached. And that's cool because I used to modify my own headsets and kind of use Velcro to duct tape Zahlmann microphones to my own headsets, and to see that this exists now, I won't need this headset necessarily. I'm going to try it out for you guys, obviously, as part of this review. And compare it to the one that I'm using now. But it's just cool that you can take it off and reattach it whenever you need it. Apparently some of the features here, it comes with a 3.5mm audio jack, but also a 1 meter line for audio jack and then a 2 meter USB line. So I don't know how that's going to work. We're going to find out once we open it. I mean, can we attach the headphone only with USB? Do we even need the audio jack? We'll find out. We'll try all these things. On the side it says it's compatible PC, PS4, Xbox One, and mobile. Unfortunately, not with the new generation. No, of course it also works with the new generation of consoles. It's probably just the packaging where those consoles probably didn't exist. And the back here, signature HyperX comfort. Let me bring it in a little bit closer. And durability. Detachable mic, 53mm neodymium drivers. Neodymium. I'm not an audiophile, so I literally don't know what that means, but it's probably good. It's a good thing. It also comes with a 2-year warranty over here, which is good. You know, a 2-year warranty is quite nice for a product like that. Besides that, there's not much to see. It's a nice little graphic here. You know, it's semi-shiny, half shiny on the side of the packaging. Front show, this little remote control. I'm curious what that's going to be. So we're going to take a look at that. And that's pretty much it. Let's get my trusty scissors out. No, actually, I've never used them. I always use like a... Oh, look, you can just sleeve it. I didn't even see that before. You can... Hold on. Oh, no, but the sleeve is... Oh, no, the sleeve is connected to the bottom. So when you pull... Oh, no, you're kind of... Okay, we have to cut this little seal down here first. Oh, God. Yes, the scissors are not very sharp. Okay, let's see. Let's remove the sleeve right here. Come on, Matt. Oh. That's looking good. Okay, let's get rid of that. And it comes in a nice red, mysterious-looking box. Really. Let's give it a shot. Let's open it up. See what's inside. Okay, so we get a bit of paperwork to greet us. I guess that's insurance. They've got us covered. Great. Wow, it's very well packaged. Or at least it looks to be very well packaged. Let me see, how does that work? I remove the top here. Oh, look. This kind of earpiece falls off. So that's interesting. It sits on kind of a... It has like a rubber return. It feels quite high quality just from touching it. And it's nice that they give you these additional earpieces, I think. So 2 of those. Then we've got the microphone right over here. Now this is, it feels good, man. I mean, this is a 70-pound headset. Feels quite nice and of high quality. It's interesting how they solve the audio jack down here. Look at that. Never seen that before. And then we got the headset itself, which is, let me see, let me just feel that. It's not super light. Oh, wait a second. But it's also not heavy. I guess it's what you would expect from a headset like this. Feels good though. It feels of good quality, like all the nice stitching up here. Because the thing is, the headphones I used before, you saw them in the beginning, they're 50 pounds. These ones are 75 pounds, so it's 50% more. But it just, from looking at it, it feels like you're getting a more high quality product. So let me remove those little plastic coverings here. Okay, you ready for this? Satisfying moment. ASMR. I'm removing the plastic film right now. It's coming. Oh, it's coming off really nicely. Oh, look, it's nearly. Oh, it's off. Let's do the other side as well. Less ASMR-y maybe. But overall, my first impression from just holding them and looking at them is that they have a really nice finish. It already has my disgusting smudges all over it. Feels good. I can bend the top like that, and I can't wait to try them on and really hear how they deliver on the sound. So that's also interesting that you have these little, cloth-covered cables running out from the top here. So they decided to not run or create like a little piece where the audio cable would go through here, through that kind of construction, as they did with the Sony one that we looked at in the beginning. And you can see that didn't pay off, right? Let me remove the scissors. Because you can see the audio cable, the equivalent of the other one, is supposed to run through here and then come up there and attach to here. It goes through this little very thin and fragile piece of plastic. If that breaks, you're screwed. Well, on this headphone, they solved it in a separate cable and it runs through here. So even you bend this, I don't know, you get this broken. The connection to the actual headset seems to be fine. Let's see if that works. I'll do another review of this headset probably in a few years or something. But what I want to do now is, well, let me first check if there's anything else in the box actually. We haven't even finished the box. So we get, what is that? A carrier bag. Let me remove the box. And it looks like we're getting a carrier bag and the USB remote as well. So here we go. That has a USB cable attached to it in the end. Over here you have your audio jack. So presumably the jack from the headphone would go in here. And then this would go into your computer, and then you have remote control features. I'll try all this out. The carrier bag itself is pretty simple, but better than nothing. And presumably this fits in really nicely. Let me try it out right now for you guys. Yeah, that works really well. So it's not very fancy, so to say, but it's better than nothing, and it works. It does the job. If you're traveling, this is probably, a fine protection for a piece of gear like this. Also, let's take a quick look at the kind of connector here for the headset. The more I look at this, and also the more I look at the connection itself, I start to wonder how fragile this may be. And once you detach it like 300 times, is it still gonna work? It does look a bit like a flimsy connection, but notice now that I attached it, it's really solid. Like I need to pull quite strong to remove it again. So that's good. You won't accidentally touch it with your hand or something and remove it. So we'll try this out. I'm going to get it on my head now and we'll see whether it actually fits on my giant noggin. All right, guys, let's try this out. I've got them right here. It's the first time I'm putting them on, so you're going to get my live reaction. Let me try to put them over my ear. Oh, wow, okay. Even they're not on, like they really deafen everything around you. I don't hear anything. I hardly hear my own voice now. It's like I have two bubbles over my ears, which with the other headphone, the Sony one, there's nothing like this. They just sit over ear and you can hear everything around you basically. So this is already a significant difference. Also, they are very comfortable. I gotta say, they don't press very hard. They don't press too little on your ear. It feels very comfortable. Also, you can adjust the height quite easily. I kind of did that just now automatically. Let me show you so you can come out. And it's actually really nice, I feel, that this piece of steel presumably works as like one piece that goes up here, and that's how you extend the height you need for your ears to match. So I've got a big head, but they sit really well and tight, and there would still be room, right? Even if I would have a bigger head, I could probably make them slightly bigger. So that works really well. The cable itself, let me take a look how long it is, right? Because they promised, I think, 1 meter of the audio jack cable, and then, what is it, 2-3 meters? I can look it up, of the other cable. Let's take a look. I've got my trusty measuring band right here, and I'm gonna, there's another one of those little clips. I'm gonna open them all. Also like the cloth covered cable that they have. I don't know if you can see that. You get that from like iPhone charging cables and stuff, but it's a nice finish. It feels quite valuable. It feels quite, it has like a quality feel to it. So let's measure the length of the audio jack cable. And we're coming actually to slightly over a meter, so it's 1 meter and 2 or something. It is, oops, that falls to the ground. It is not very long though, right? If you want to feed this while sitting directly in the back of your computer, which is under your desk, this is not going to be long enough. But it doesn't really matter because we have the long USB cable. And what I would suggest is I hook this baby up and we try it out, and I give you my first impressions of the sound. Beyond that, I want to use this headset for about 2 weeks, and then I'm going to record another minute or two of me talking about my experience within that 2 weeks, because I feel just using it now for 5 minutes and then saying it's fantastic is okay, but I feel like I should give it a little bit time, have some experiences with it, see what's good, what's bad, and then I'm going to add that to the end of the video. But I'm nonetheless going to hook this up now, give you my first impression of the audio, and also going to do a little test recording probably of the detachable microphone. So let's get into it. Alright, so this works surprisingly well. I plugged it all in as it is shown in the instructions, and basically, like I shown before, you plug your headphone jack in here. This goes into USB. It lights up red down here. It's quite cute. But then actually you can remote control the loudness of your headphone and also the loudness of your microphone right there. So you can see the settings. And you have a big 7.1 button in the middle, which does something. I have to check if it actually literally activates 7.1, but it works. So when you're listening to music, let me just put something on. And these are songs from the YouTube music library, so I don't get copy striked here. I'm just going to play anything. Let me see. So it does sound well balanced. You have like a very warm low frequency. The bass is clearly visible. It feels quite spacious. The sound feels like you're listening to it in a room rather than on headphones. It's quite nice, and definitely for the £70 that you pay for this, or that I paid for this, it's a significant upgrade over the ones I had before, I would say. You can adjust the volume. Yeah, just clicking the button, the volume goes down. You can also mute your headphone. You have a little mute button here on the side, like a slider. So you can just slide it, click, and your mic is muted. But let's try that next. Obviously, at the moment, I'm still using this one, the Blue Yeti. But let's find out how the microphone for this one sounds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put this on the fly, attach it on the fly. Do surgery on the open heart, so to say. So I'm attaching it here. There we go. Okay, that should be fine. So let me switch the microphone right now, and hopefully you guys should be able to hear live the change in quality. So let's go. I go to properties, switch it to this one, and press OK. Hello. Can you hear me now? Yes, so this is definitely now this microphone, so that's cool that this works on the fly. And obviously I don't know myself how it sounds. I'm probably going to record a little bit now, talk to you guys, give you an idea, and then listen to it myself and then review it. But I mean, this is something you can use. If you don't want to have this thing in your face all the time while you play video games, obviously this is kind of the easier solution. So if the quality is fair enough, then I guess when you're not recording your voice, this is absolutely fine. Also consider this is now a local recording that has kind of the maximum quality that you get out of this if you're doing, I don't know, commentary recordings or anything like this, any voiceovers. But if you, let's say, use Skype or Discord or any kind of voice over IP software, then you will experience a quality downgrade because those compressions will, decrease the quality of your sound, make it sound less good. So that's another thing that you need to consider speaking to your friends over Discord. This is not the exact quality you're going to get. This is still this microphone. As you can hear, it sounds much more like a telephone or something, which I guess is fair because that's all you really need if you play video games. But I would say, and I've really moved it close to my mouth as well now, so you get a little bit of more of volume out of it. Because if you bring in this one, and you switch over, instantly you get a warmer recording. Not to say that this is bad, this is absolutely fine if you're just starting out your YouTube channel or something, but I think for the sake of the audio quality of this video, I'm just gonna switch back to my other microphone, which is right here, so you can hear the exact difference again. And by the way, I had to boost the loudness of this a little bit in the software, especially in the first recording when the microphone was kind of like this. It just wasn't loud enough, really, and I couldn't do it in the Windows settings. So I bring it close to my mouse, and then I just have to boost it a little bit in post-production to make it louder. And here we go, switching back to the Yeti, and it just sounds so much better. But I mean, this is a 100-pound microphone, and this is a 70-pound headset with a microphone. So by no means I'm saying it's a fair comparison. So overall, I'm really happy with it. It sounds great. It feels good. It feels high quality. I'm happy with the purchase so far. But this is the point where we're going to switch into the future. And I'm going to come back in 2 weeks from now and tell you what a time I had in the first 2 weeks with this device. So time traveling to the future now. So here we are a month later, about a month later. I have a new haircut. As you can see, the guy in the previous part had a horrible haircut. I don't know what happened there. But now we fixed that, and the haircut is clearly evidence that it's been a month since I recorded the previous part. No, but in all seriousness, I've been using the headphones now for the better part of a month, and I can only say I'm overall really happy with it. But there are a few remarks that I want to make to let you guys know in case you're sensitive about these things. When it comes to headphones, for example, when you wear them, like I'm wearing them now, I listen to nothing on my headphones right now. They feel a bit like hearing protection gear, okay, the ones that you get on construction sites when you have very loud noises around you. But that's not a bad thing. That's not a point of criticism, because ultimately what it does, even they're not switched on, they're built in a way that they really shield off the environment and kind of make you slightly numb to what's happening around you. And I mean, if you're gaming, and these are gaming headphones, so I guess that's what you want them to do. They really shield off the environment around you and help you to immerse yourself in what's on the screen. But again, it feels like right now I'm wearing hearing protection gear, which is fine. I just thought I'll mention it to you guys. Another thing I noticed after a while is that the cable, as it rubs against my t-shirt very lightly here, creates a noise, especially when you're not hearing anything on your headset. Suddenly you move and this gets amplified, like the rubbing of the textile of the cable against the rubbing of the t-shirt or whatever you're wearing is quite loud, or when you hit the cable or something. This is only relevant when the headphone is switched off, so you're listening to nothing, then it's very loud. If I'm gaming, I never notice it. But again, I catch myself sitting here at times listening to nothing. I just finished the game or whatever, and I just have them on. And it's just a bit annoying. You're moving your head, and every little movement of this cable is amplified into this headset and is rather loud. So I find myself taking them off quite often when I listen to nothing. But again, it's just something to mention. It's not a deal breaker or anything. And maybe I'm just a bit sensitive about it. In regards to this remote, this is actually an important thing to mention. You need a point where you can clip it to. It has a clip on the back, and you need a place somewhere close to your desk where you can attach this to, because the cable that comes out of this remote is hardly long enough to even go into, I don't know, a laptop in front of you. It's I'm guessing under a meter. Maybe it is a meter, but not more than that. So it's very, very short. It has to go into the top of this remote. And I mean, you can leave it dangling, I guess, the remote, and just have it like hanging down. I guess that works. But again, small noises of the remote hitting something is all amplified, goes into your headset. It's quite annoying. So what I do, or the best way I found to use this, is to just clip it on the bottom of my microphone, like so. And with that, I have like a comfortable range, because the microphone is close to me anyway at all times. Comfortable cable range, and I can adjust the volume on here. I can switch the 7.1 surround sound on and off, which by the way is super useful. Now after using this for a month in games like Warzone, any first-person shooter, it's incredibly useful. It's really a game changer. You can locate sounds much easier. You know where the enemies are. You hear the sounds louder. You hear footsteps clearer. So that's a big feature. But again, switch it off if you're not gaming, right? The button is right there. You switch it off. You don't need to listen to your music or movie even in 7.1 if it sounds weird to your ears. So it's all there with a push of a button. And I have produced music with these headphones now. I have obviously gamed. I've watched movies. They work very well across the board. They are just good headphones. And I wouldn't say they are necessarily gamer headphones. Yes, they do have the 7.1 feature and they look like gamer headphones. But I would say in the price range of that $50 to maybe $90, I mean, mine were, I think, 78 or 76 pounds. This is a good catch. This is a good pair of headphones that kind of are an all-rounder. They work really well. But again, be warned of that remote, okay? You need a place where you can clip it. I mean, ultimately, I guess you can have a little, I don't know, hose of duct tape or something where you can clip it to on your desk. It doesn't look good, but I guess it works. It's just something to consider. And that's pretty much all I had to say about this headset. I never used the microphone. I put that in the bag together with the other earpieces. Don't use it at all. It's still in here untouched because I wasn't happy with the quality. I'm happy that it's there as an option. If I want to talk to someone and end the conversation as quickly as possible, I will use the headset because it's not a lot of fun to listen to. But it's definitely not my microphone of choice, so I'll keep going with this one for now. If you have any questions about the headset, let me know down in the comments. I'm happy to try to answer them. Obviously, I can't convey the sound of them, whether they sound good or bad to your ears. To me, they sound great. They have a nice spectrum. The sound feels very physical. They're great in emulating like a bubble of sound around you that really feels like a 3D bubble. So I'm very happy with the sound quality overall. Nice lows, nice mids, nice highs and all that. So it works well for me. But what's your experience with it? Do you have another experience with this headset? Then leave all that down in the comment section below. Again, any questions? I'm happy trying to do my best answering them. Leave it all in the comments. Smash the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel for more. And I'll see you in another one. I'm out. Bye.